Welcome, everyone, to another monthly podcast from Nerdstrodamus. I'm Dr. Pants.
Lambo.
I'm Punk.
And we're here to talk about all the stuff that happened in February and stuff that's coming out in March.
Yay.
Yeah.
So
It's getting warmer out.
It is. It's been really nice out.
Yeah.
It almost makes you not want to stay inside and play video games.
Almost.
Or I can just take my Switch outside and play video games all I want.
Or open up the window. Whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's been nice.
Yeah.
Get that fresh air in. It reminds me of 3 years ago when Persona 5 came out. Oh, wait. But anyway.
Oh, that's this month.
That is this month, but we'll talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just jump right into it with the news that we've gotten. And the first one, Punk, I know you're excited for this. Ghost of Tsushima got a release date. And it's going to be June 26th this summer. And they announced a special edition with all kinds of crap, including like a mask.
Yeah, right after E3 that might not happen.
Yeah. I wasn't actually expecting a release date so soon. And
But the thing was, they didn't give any information on it. Like,
it's true.
They announced it like how many years ago, and we haven't gotten anything. And now they were just like, here's your release date. Bam.
Wasn't it last year?
I thought it was the year before. I think it was the year before.
Fact check us.
Yeah, fact check us. Comment below and tell us how big of idiots we actually are. But anyway, we were just talking about before the podcast, but like when they announced it, there were like 3 samurai games they announced all together, and it was this, Sekiro, and Nioh 2. Sekiro's been out, we didn't care. Nioh 2's coming out, don't care.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima, it looks like oh crap, I can't think of the name. It was like a ninja samurai game that was stealthy.
What, Onimusha? No.
The other one.
Oh, the other one. Tenshu?
Yeah, that one, Tenshu.
Oh.
It looks like Tenshu crossed with Onimusha,
Yeah.
which,
Yeah.
in all honesty, we need.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, it does look really good. And like graphically, it was beautiful.
yeah.
It was pretty.
Yeah, it looks really, really pretty. It looks really, really cool. I am super, super pumped for that, but just wanted to bring that up. The next one, this was interesting. Wonderful 101 got a Kickstarter.
Yeah. So it kind of seemed a little scammy towards the end because they ultimately admitted that like it was really only to like just kind of gauge public perception of how much
How much interest there was in this game. But at the same time, so like I looked into it more, and Platinum is working on self-publishing because every bit of publishing they've done through now has been through somebody else. They want to start to go to self-publishing, and this was kind of like their first step.
Yeah.
Along with selling majority share to Tencent, which is a mobile publisher
from out of China.
out of China.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a thing with that because they're starting to kind of buy up a lot of gaming stuff.
Yeah.
Because they want to kind of make a lot of money off of it, obviously.
Right, but Platinum gave them a minority share, so it's not like they're controlling Platinum.
No.
But there was a $50,000 goal for Wonderful 101, and it hit 2.2 million, which
Dollars.
Yeah.
dollars.
I think the number one cool thing about it is that it's. I mean, I would have loved if it was just a Switch only, just because it was Wii U only originally.
Yeah, but
But because it's going to be multi-platform, that's
So
going to be awesome.
this is news to me because
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention to this.
Yeah.
So this is like a sequel.
no, it is a remaster of the original game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Wii U game. And in all honesty, I mean, it's got to happen. All these Wii U games that came out that were only on Wii U, they've got to get released elsewhere because no one freaking played them. I played Wonderful 101. It was a really cool game. And, like, it needs to be played by other people. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to play because the whole thing of it was drawing symbols on the gamepad to line the 100 heroes up to make different shapes to turn into different constructs.
All right.
Hey, they got Okami to work on like every console.
Yeah,
so,
I know. So
whatever.
Yeah. But that's really, really cool. I'm looking forward to that. And I just wanted to bring this up that we've talked about in the past is Scalebound being done by Platinum. Like, that got canned. And because Microsoft canned it. Platinum had nothing to do with it. Microsoft was just like, no, stop it. So this is part of them wanting to self-publish. And it was also, the head of Platinum made a comment that actually it was a success of Nier Automata that saved Platinum.
Awesome.
If that game had not done well, Platinum probably would have stopped existing. So, Nier, thank you for so many
for
things.
existing. Yes.
So I mean, this could be also a lead-in. Like, if they do well, I mean, this Kickstarter here, couldn't they do a Kickstarter for Scalebound?
They could.
Like, and like not just do it on Microsoft. It could be passed on to everything, or maybe just Switch or something.
Right, and I really hope they do because Scalebound looked awesome.
It did, yeah.
I was pumped for that game, and I think our trailer reaction to that is still one of our lowest viewed trailer reactions.
It is.
No one cared.
Except us. I thought it looked awesome.
Seriously,
at the time.
I love Platinum stuff.
Yeah.
I want them to release.
And
all this
especially because Scalebound had like a co-op thing to it.
Yeah.
That was the part that like kind of
I
blew
think
me
the
away.
biggest thing with me was like it was a Xbox game, so I was just like, all right, it looks really awesome. I don't really care because I don't want to play my Xbox. I don't really care that much about it.
And that might have been the problem. That might have been
Yeah.
why Microsoft canned it, because maybe there just wasn't enough interest for it being a Microsoft exclusive.
Yeah.
Maybe if it goes multi-platform, we can see like.
Yeah, and I think if Platinum in general goes more multi-platform, it's better for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I mean, their first couple of releases were multi-platform. Bayonetta 1 was a Xbox 360 and PS3 game.
Yeah.
Like it launched at the same time there, and a lot of their stuff did. Vanquish.
Didn't they just re-release Nier on Xbox as it was a Sony exclusive or something? Wasn't that something?
I don't know. I want to say Nier came out on Xbox a while ago. They just released a package of Vanquish and Bayonetta 1.
Yeah, I saw that.
The Nier one, I'm not sure of.
I thought that was new to Xbox.
what like Nier Automata?
Yeah.
It came out in June of 2018.
On Xbox?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it didn't get released right away because Nier came out on PS4 in 2017.
But it also
Yeah.
launched on Windows right at launch, actually.
Oh,
Huh,
there
okay.
you go.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And, so let's talk about something a little different, or something completely different, but something else still making money. The Sonic the Hedgehog movie. We saw it.
Yeah.
We saw it opening night, Lambo.
Yeah.
Punk, did you see it?
No. I heard it's a good kids movie.
It was a super fun movie,
It wasn't cringy really at all.
except for the flossing.
There were two flossing moments,
Oh, why?
which is already like a year too late,
Yeah.
maybe even 2 years too late.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. But the rest of the movie was very enjoyable, very wholesome. Sonic's new design looks great.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey was just 90s Jim Carrey.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
he was-
awesome.
He was absolutely insane. With one weird, like, orphan joke in there. that, like, came out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
there was a couple of moments of darkness in there. It was good.
Yeah, it was really good. But I just wanted to bring up that as of March 6th, it has grossed $134.6 million in the United States and Canada, and $141.1 million in other territories. Worldwide, it's over $275
Yeah,
million.
they were hoping it was going to eke over the 100 million mark to make money,
Yeah.
and it's rocking.
It's
so.
doing really well. It is the biggest opening for a video game movie in North America ever.
Huh.
Yeah, it beat out Detective Pikachu.
Even Angry Birds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It beat them both out for opening weekends.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
That is really surprising. Especially, but here's the deal, and I wonder about this, and I know that it's a conspiracy theory. I wonder if that whole initial design for Sonic wasn't what the initial design was, and it was a marketing ploy.
Yeah.
You know, because if you just show what Sonic's going to look like, it's going to be like every other video game movie. There's going to be a little bit of hype. People are going to be like, "Oh, okay." But releasing that initial trailer with the toothy, weird Sonic, and then saying we're going to redesign it and make it better. That brings so much more attention to it and everything. I wonder if that helped bring people out.
See, I don't know, because they went and like switched up the release dates and everything.
Could have all been a ploy. Yeah, put on your tinfoil
It's a
hat.
conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
No, but I really enjoyed it, and if this is sort of like the renaissance of like actually trying again, the only issue I have with it ultimately is that it goes back to the old school way of making a video game movie, which is you take a couple of ideas from the video game and you just insert it into the real world.
Yeah,
With a lot of caveats.
it's very much that. It's very much what like the Mario movie did.
It's not very different at all from the Mario movie.
Except that it was good.
I love the Mario movie.
You can
How
love
dare
it.
you.
I'm not saying you can't love it, but you have to freely admit that the Mario movie's a bad movie.
Yeah, but the philosophy behind the making of the movie is exactly the same. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, Mario probably went a little further in the direction of the game. Just a little bit.
Except for the video game world in Sonic looked way more like
No, you're
the
right.
video game world from a
Yeah.
Sonic game as opposed to the
Yeah.
Mario.
Except for
video
the
game
weird like owl character who's the weird mentor. That was kind of just made up out of nowhere.
I mean, you could throw that in there.
They could have got that giant purple cat instead, or anybody.
Big the cat.
Yeah, Big the cat. That one. I
Could've
don't
been
know.
Uncle
I don't know
Chuck.
his name.
Could have been Uncle Chuck from
Uncle Chuck.
from the comics. Or
Could have been Bunny.
No, Bunny's not a mentor.
No.
No.
No?
And also, Bunny's whole shtick is she was half roboticized by Robotnik, so we can't get there yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Oh, maybe we're getting there.
maybe we are getting there. Do
'Cause
you have
spoil
any idea
it.
what we're talking about?
Yeah.
No,
it's
it's
okay.
Did you ever read the Sonic the Hedgehog comics from the 90s or watch
No,
the...
I do not know the Sonic the Hedgehog lore.
There's a whole crap ton of lore. There's like 35 years of lore now.
Yeah.
Oh.
And freely, the only good lore is the current comics are pretty good.
Yeah.
The comics from the 90s up to issue 50 were really good. And the ABC Sonic the Hedgehog show was really good. Because it was serious and wasn't just like slapstick, hilarious, like cartoon characters yelling and everything. There was like a general plot to it. And it introduced a lot of characters. Like Uncle Chuck and Bunny, Sally
Chuck.
Acorn,
Yes.
Rotor the Walrus,
Oh God, I forgot about.
Antoine,
Yeah.
the dragon whose name escapes me. Anyway,
Yeah.
Let's
But,
carry on.
yeah, let's move on. Let's move on. I could ramble on about Sonic lore for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about the FF7 Remake demo because that dropped. And my favorite thing about it neither one of you have played it.
Nope.
Nope.
I played it, but the best part is I didn't play it for a week till it came, like after it came out. I like immediately downloaded it once it hit, and it just sat on my PS4. And it's not because I didn't play my PS4. I played my PS4 this week. I played some Medieval.
Oh.
I played some Titanfall.
Ah.
I even downloaded the PS Plus games, and I just looked at the demo, and I was like, nah, I don't feel like it. But as of this recording, I played it about 4 hours ago. And I beat the demo.
Yeah, I just downloaded the demo. Just finished downloading. So right as soon as this podcast is over, I'm gonna just kind of bust through it.
Yeah, but I want to talk about it because I've been really back and forth on this, and Lambo, I know you have a bit.
I'm probably gonna pick it up, day one, but I'm not gonna pre-order it.
I'm not pre-ordering it either.
Yeah.
I'll get it eventually.
Okay.
Maybe when they release all the other parts and it comes together.
So like in 20 years?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair. But I just want to talk about it a little bit because like now that I've played it, a little bit of my worries have been alleviated about some things because the combat had me worried. It looked good, but so did 15s.
So did 15s, yeah.
So like, how is this gonna work? And the combat felt good. It felt real good. You hold down the attack button to just keep attacking, but then you fill up an ATB bar rather than like the old one where it filled up with time. Like hits fill it up, and once it's filled a chunk up, that's when you can do an ability. And you've got like special attacks, you've got your materia spells, and you also get other things.
So they made it more like Xenoblade?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It feels kind of like Xenoblade.
Yeah?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah?
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
think about that while I was
Yeah,
playing it.
yeah. Like, because that like what you're describing is exactly Xenoblade.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of. Except when you open up the menu to do things, it pauses the game.
That's cool.
So like when you
Okay.
open your command menu, like everything kind of stops or it slows down. I'm not entirely sure, but like I feel like I had a moment to breathe and be like, okay, what do I want to do?
Right.
Also, each character has their own individual like triangle ability, which I only got to do Cloud and Barrett because it's just the first part, like after you blow up the reactor. Cloud gets I forget what it's called. It's like Punisher stance or something, and basically it makes him so he's slower, but his attacks hit harder. So you can switch between two stances. Do you want speed and multiple attacks, or do you want slower and heavier hits? Barrett, as he fires his gun, he builds up a charge, and once it's built, you hit the triangle, it does overcharge, where he fires like a couple of really slow but super heavy shots. Limit breaks are still there. They were cool. Switching between characters was kind of awesome. The targeting system worked. The combat felt good.
Yeah.
I was happy about it. Graphically, it was gorgeous.
Yeah, we can expect that from Square. at
My
this
favorite thing, and I love it when games do this. Like you go through that whole intro cinematic, he jumps off the train, and it switches straight from the cinematic to the gameplay. Like there's no transition.
Awesome.
I love in the old one when you like jump off of it and it like definitely transitions from like the disc spinning really hard to load the cutscene,
yeah.
and then it like just stops.
Yeah.
And then you jump off the train. So I'm excited to see what that to kind of compare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The voice acting is really on point or really not on point.
So this is my biggest issue with Square games though in general.
Yeah, like I don't know what Square's doing with their voice acting. I feel like they're not. They're going basically like it's a Square game. It's Final Fantasy. People are gonna buy it.
Well, everybody's getting recorded separately, and so.
But that's a normal thing.
Yeah, I know, but
that's not a fault of like that's not why this sounds like this because you were just saying before that Persona 5 had good voice acting.
I had great voice acting.
But that's done the same way. I guarantee
Yeah.
they're bringing those people in individually because that's how like stuff like that works. That's not an excuse for why 7 sounds like this.
Yeah.
But that's just the voice acting. As far as like everything else, seems good. They changed the plot.
Okay, so this is the part of it that I'm I'm really gonna have to just like think differently about games in general, when I go into it myself.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so here's my thing with it though. The plot change is not super drastic
Okay.
because it kind of connects to a later thing anyway. And spoilers for anybody who hasn't played the demo yet. Just skip like a few minutes ahead.
Is it really spoilers for a demo?
Yeah,
Like-
because in the original Final Fantasy VII, you blew up the reactor, right?
Yeah, you're sort of like a terrorist.
I didn't play 7, so
Oh,
yeah,
oh.
yeah.
Okay, in
Yeah.
the very beginning, you
Yeah.
blow up the reactor. That's it. In this one, you attach a bomb to the reactor's control center. The bomb goes off and disables it. Shinra blows up the reactor, which causes collateral damage to the the residencies around it, and they blame Avalanche for it, which ties into later in the game. Which again, spoilers for anybody who hasn't played 7. When they break the column and drop the plate.
Oh yeah.
Because they blame Avalanche for that. They're just tying into that more. They're kind of developing
Interesting.
that.
Yeah,
So
interesting.
it's not a real hard plot change.
No.
It goes along with the basic story. It just kind of elaborates more on that. So, yeah. I do have one other problem, and I sent this to all of Nerdstrodamus when I found out about it. Butterfinger DLC.
Explain.
What? Like the candy.
Yes.
Not like actual Butterfingers, like where they're carrying their sword and like it slips out of their hand or something.
No, you dip your fingers in butter and just shove it into the PS4 and it
So-
unlocks DLC.
So I have to ask, like cup noodle style, is there like a weird Butterfinger like commercial inside the game?
If there is, then like I will not purchase this game
Oh.
because it's one of my like contentions with 8.
Yeah.
For this, what's happening is if you buy any 2 like Nestle candy bars like Butterfinger or Crunch or something in the same transaction, and you have the receipt, you take a picture of the receipt and you upload it to butterfingerff7r.com.
I can't believe that's a website. I can't believe it.
And it will unlock DLC for when the game releases. No one knows what the DLC is. They have not announced what it is.
I bet they're just wearing like Butterfinger costume or something like that.
I swear to God, if that's it, I'm so mad.
Cloud would be wielding a giant Butterfinger. That's kind of worth it.
That I would do. But it does also unlock, and I like this. It
Yeah.
unlocks a dynamic theme for the PS4 that's like Tifa sitting at the water tower.
Okay.
From Nibelheim. So that's kind of cool.
Do you get the theme right away?
Oh, you know what? I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about what's coming out this coming month. So in March, we've got Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX, a re-release of the Rescue Team games from the GBA and DS, the first ones.
That's awesome.
They look really good. Like I was impressed.
So there's a demo out.
Yeah.
I played it for 5 minutes and turned it off.
Oh.
Only because it's really slow to start. Like, I know we've discussed this in the past. I'm willing to put up with a lot of JRPG crap, but, like, it was just too slow. Because apparently you're a human who goes to the Pokemon world and you get turned into a Pokemon. They give you a personality test in the beginning to figure out which Pokemon you're supposed to be. And, like...
Sounds adorable.
I was not happy with what it gave me, so you could just be like, nope, and I want to be this Pokemon.
Now, is it all the Pokemon, or is it like a select few?
It's like a select 15.
I'll try it.
So, like, yeah, I mean, there's a free demo. Just try it.
Yeah. I
Sounds
wanna see
very
what-
kawaii.
I want to see what Pokemon I am.
You just gave me a look. Just
you
slap
and,
me.
Just you and your Japaneseness.
Yeah.
Neo 2 comes out this month, and I don't care.
No,
I put it up there because it is a big release. Neo 1
yeah.
was really well received, but it's a Soul-style game, and I hate Soul-style games. They are not fun for me at all. Like, they are punishingly difficult, and I don't want to deal with that.
I think Neo was free a couple months ago.
Yep.
And I tried it, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
I got into the first battle. I died 5 times, and I was
Yeah.
like, nope, I'm done. I deleted it. I
I'm-
was just,
Yeah.
no. I also have bad gamer rage issues, so. The 20th of March is going to be a big day, though.
Mm-hmm.
Animal Crossing New Horizons comes out.
And Doom Eternal.
And Doom Eternal.
I love the memes that I'm seeing of
Yes.
the two of them. There's like a little video where he's showing like how to
Gotta hold the shotgun
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, it's adorable. They have gone too far at times.
Is there darkness?
No, one of them is his arm around her and she's cradling a baby and she says,
Oh.
he has your helmet.
That's
Oh,
gross.
okay.
Yeah,
That's,
it went too far. As always.
Some of them are okay.
Yeah.
No,
I bet that's the first place some people went, and it just took a while for it to boil up to the surface.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm probably gonna get Animal Crossing. I love those games. They're super relaxing, super chill, and
Yeah, Doom is the opposite. So
yeah, but Doom Eternal looks awesome.
yeah.
Oh, and there is one other release that day. Doom 64 on the Switch.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because the Switch version of Doom Eternal is not coming out the same day, they are releasing Doom 64 on the Switch.
And if anybody's never played it, it is a unique Doom game. It's not like any of the other ones. It's completely separate, maps, brand new weapons almost entirely. You get a double chainsaw, 2 chainsaws.
Oh.
Yeah.
I recently actually picked up the Doom collection for PS4 because I really just wanted to play Doom 3 again.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been playing through.
That's the one I've never played.
Doom 3?
I've never really played Doom 3.
It's like $10 on the Switch. Just get it.
It's
actually pretty good.
Yeah, what is it? A retelling of the first Doom.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I actually looked up the Doom lore just because I was interested.
But
and I was like, oh.
Honestly, the first-person shooter style, it's from that cool like PS2-ish era.
Yeah.
And but like when first-person single-player first-person shooters were like actually really good.
Yeah.
So we're talking like Halo 1, Halo 2 kind
Around that era.
Yeah.
And but it's got kind of the survival horror thing going on a little bit.
It gets a little creepy now and then.
Super
I'm okay
good.
with that.
Yeah.
Okay with that. Cool.
It was really good.
Do it.
I might just try it out.
Yeah.
Lambo, I know you're excited.
I am.
Bubble Bobble for Friends comes out this month.
I don't know what to think of it.
I don't know what to think of it. Like,
okay. Do you know Bubble Bobble at all?
No.
It was an old NES puzzle platformer kind of game, and Lambo will praise it over and over again as being one of his favorite NES games.
It's weirdly unrivaled in like the way it plays. It's
a unique kind of experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is kind of it's a new game, and the original was 2-player co-op. This one is now 4-player co-op.
Oh, I get that from the title.
I know, right? Right. But it appears to be coming out digitally the 31st, and I guess physically it's coming out in April.
Yeah, so I pre-ordered the physical. Yeah. I can wait. I have a lot of other things to play this month.
That's fair, because you know what else comes out March 31st? Punk.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like nothing else is really coming out. I mean, I don't know.
Punk, you're never gonna see it coming.
I don't.
Persona 5, The Royal comes out March 31st.
Woo!
Oh my God, I can't wait. This is the most excited I've ever been for a game I've already played being re-released.
So I actually recently looked up what was all different.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to like a coworker and stuff, and I was blown back because I didn't know a grappling hook.
Yeah.
To go to new places in like the dungeons, new bosses and monsters, new areas in the dungeons. And
yep. It's not just a rehash of Persona 5. Like, they're adding enough new stuff that for people who have played already, there's a reason to play this.
Right.
It's a lot like Persona 4 Golden, but I think with even more.
Yeah, and I think there's actually... So when you get your confidants to like their highest ranking, their persona changes form.
Yes.
There is now another form after that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So it's going to necessitate multiple playthroughs.
Oh,
this
my
time.
yeah.
I'm going to hate myself so much.
I already plan on playing through it twice, at least.
I was going to play through the original one twice to try and get everything with the New Game Plus, but like
by the time that happened, you found out that they were doing a re-release.
And I'm just like,
I was
hold up.
the same way because I wanted the special little scene at the end where I date all the women and stuff like that. I wanted to see it like on my own terms. And I just stopped because it's like Persona 5 Royal. I'm like, I might as well just stop playing now and do it twice there.
Yeah. Well, I'll do it probably more than that. Yeah. By the way, special edition or no?
I am getting a special edition. As soon as it was announced, I went on Amazon.
Boom.
Yep.
Same here. And I have cut back on getting special editions. Like I did not get the Catherine Full Body special edition. I didn't even get the Fire Emblem Three Houses special edition.
Well, I see a lot of those ones to me, they weren't worth it.
No.
And this one, was it like $90?
$90 and it comes with the mask?
Yeah.
And a lot of other cool stuff. Actually, the original Persona 5 special edition came with some cool stuff. The art book, a nice chunk of the soundtrack, the bag.
Yeah.
Which I actually use as my gym bag. So, and a little Morgana plushie. Which was adorable. But yeah, so that's going to be this month, which is a nice way to round out the end of March Madness. Woo! Because here at Nerdstrodamus, I love robots. I'm going to splice it in again, aren't I?
Yeah, you just go for it.
Yeah, but yeah, it is March Mechness, so that's what this month is. So make sure you're sharing all your lovely mech things on social media with the hashtag March Mechness. Tag us, all that stuff. We'll be bringing you mech-themed stuff, like a new song.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I'll be doing a build throughout the month, and also I'm building the Nintendo Labo robot kit, which is a nice way to go transition into what have we been playing this month. And I've been just this morning I was building the Nintendo Labo robot kit because I realized I've had it for over a year and have not touched it, so I need to put it together. Mostly because it's daunting. Because you've put together Labo stuff.
Yes.
You know it takes a while.
It does.
I did the visor. That took me about like 20 minutes, which wasn't bad. But I'm looking at that backpack, and it's just strings and elastic bands, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
This is meant for kids, like.
Yeah, but having built like the steering wheel, it's intricate.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating. Like
That's
if you can
awesome.
ever find the Labo kits for cheap, just get them and try it because it's so cool just to build it. Like the experience itself is great. Aside from that, I've been playing the Mega Man Zero ZX collection, which is awesome.
So good.
Oh my god, so good. If you need a fix of like fast-paced Mega Man action like from X, this is the way to go.
Yeah.
And also the physical version has everything on the cartridge for the Switch as opposed to the Legacy collection for Mega Man and the X collection.
I was gonna say they better be able to fit a bunch of like DS and like
4 GBA games and 2 DS games.
GBA games on there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is really good. The Z Chaser mode.
That was awesome. So
So Punk, you know nothing about this.
Nope.
The Z Chaser mode is a split screen race mode.
Oh.
Where each player holds a controller, you get your own individual screens, and there's a little meter showing you how far you've gone along in the level. Capcom was watching Nerdstrodamus. They knew.
They know we like to race.
Because they watched our Mega Man X race. But it's a cool additional mode that I gotta like talk about because not only can you race your friends, but then there's like there's leaderboards. You can go up against the world champion.
Yeah, and they show the world champions like
How they
on the bottom.
play. And it's a great way to kind of teach yourself, how do I need to do this?
How do I
Right.
optimize and stuff?
Because
yeah.
one level took us like 8 minutes, and the world champion was 2.5, and we're like, how in God's name do you do this? And in the end, it wasn't anything super crazy. It was just
They were just really good, and they knew exactly what weapons to use.
there was one part that you're on an elevator, they
Yeah.
totally bypassed it.
Oh.
But it wasn't like glitching or anything. It was just naturally how it worked, and it's really cool. The collection itself is also really well done. They added a lot of quality of life things because the Zero games are super difficult. They added in that save assist mode, which
which basically like nerfs like everything about the game.
yeah,
makes it hard.
it makes it much easier.
Yeah,
I've since turned it off because now I've got my groove back.
got your Z legs back.
Yeah.
Z legs. Sorry.
This picture like legs is bent weird.
Yeah.
I've also been playing the DLC for Fire Emblem Three Houses. I got Cinder Shadows.
Nice.
I played the first mission, and I'm going to go back to it after I beat the game because sadly I have not beaten Three Houses. I got to a mission, couldn't beat it. I have since restarted it, and I am on a much better path now. But the DLC does add in a bunch of stuff into the main game. There's an entire new area in the monastery to explore. There's new characters you can recruit if you get so far in the DLC. I will say this because I did not know this about the DLC for that game. It is completely separate from the main game. Like, you access it on the main menu, and you can just play it. It does not bring in your level, your equipment, your classes, or anything. You're automatically at level 20. You can change. I think you can change classes, maybe not. But you then bring with you the 3 leaders of the houses and 3 other students with you, and it takes place after Chapter 5 in the main game.
I don't know if I like that.
You can, and you are confined to being down in the abyss, which is below the monastery, and you can explore down there.
It's cool, but I like DLCs that incorporate what I've already been doing.
So
Does it have any like repercussions at all?
yes, because actually you cannot actually recruit the members of the 4th house unless you get so far in the DLC. But if you beat the DLC, like if you get through so far, because it's a separate save file, anytime you play through the main game, then it treats it like, oh, you've done this already. So those characters are there. Like you can recruit them then. Like if you
In your main game.
in your main game, yeah.
Okay.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It is weird. I kind of like it though, because in all honesty, it's a different experience, and because you're confined to down below the monastery, there's a limited amount of gold and resources.
So, this is what it reminds me of is something not in the same concept, but Mass Effect 3 with the multiplayer. It was separate from the main game.
Yeah.
It was a different story and stuff. Well, not really a story.
Yeah.
And then you can take that character and help you out in the main game.
That's kind of what it is.
Okay.
Kind of what it is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The new characters are kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's been fun. Playing through Fire Emblem is just amazing. So I could go on and on.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, Punk, what about you?
Oh boy. Well, I 100%ed Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse, not Xenoverse. Wow.
Kakarot?
Kakarot.
Oh,
yeah.
jeez.
Woo!
100%.
Did you platinum it?
Yeah.
Oh, you like 100%
Yeah.
platinum?
Yeah,
and
I
everything.
got that platinum trophy, boy.
All right, yeah.
I did a little
woo.
bit extra because you can make you have your soul tokens, so you can make friends, so you get items, stuff like that. I got them all 100%. It was just what I needed to do, but it was awesome. I loved that game. It was so great. I can't wait for DLC to come out. I can't wait. Yeah.
What's the DLC of?
We don't even know. I think
Yeah.
there's a Gods expansion coming out.
Oh, okay, that would be.
So, because they've already, I think there's a leak or a data mine, whatever, that Beerus and Whis are playable.
Oh, so adding in like the movies afterwards, like Battle of Gods.
Or
and then-
go into Super.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I'm excited. But yeah, I like the little tie-ins from, I think I talked about this last month, but the tie-ins from other games, like Android 21 is there.
Yeah.
And she's doing her thing. You don't really know who she is. She's just kind of in all the areas, and you talk to her.
She was the original character for Fighter Z.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm just like,
No,
Yeah.
thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
oh, Mira and Toa. I don't remember. They're from Xenoverse.
Yeah.
They're like the main villains, and they come in because they're doing their thing, and you fight Mira, which is pretty awesome.
Xenoverse 1 or 2? Or
Both of them.
They're in both?
Mhm.
Okay. I actually got Xenoverse 2, so I'm like just starting that.
On what?
The Switch. It was on sale for like $11.
We can play together.
Oh, really? Do you have it on Switch also?
I'll rebuy it. I don't care. I got rid of it because no one was playing with me.
It was on sale for $11, and I'm like, well, Punk and Slowstat have
do
like
it.
raved about it. I might as well pick this up.
do it.
Yeah, I was like working to become like Super Saiyan Blue, but I was like, no one's playing with me. I'll just get rid of it.
Psh, saying, I'm a human.
Lame.
Actually, I made two characters. I made a human and a Majin.
I made a Majin as well because I thought they were fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are kind of fun.
But other than that, I was playing Control.
Control's pretty good.
It was very underrated. It was amazing.
Well, and that's why I picked it up, because like it got so many awards, but I knew nothing about it. It was really cool though.
I didn't even know it was made by the same people that did Alan Wake.
Or Max Payne.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
did you
then when you play it, you
Yeah.
can feel it.
And do you know it's the same world as Alan Wake?
I did not know that.
There is a file that you can find that talks about Bright Falls.
Oh,
And it talks about how his wife got in contact of this altered item, which sent her to another world. Which altered items are like this big thing in Control,
Yeah,
and that's the
it's
reason
basically
why.
It's like items of power, like important items in history that have like some weird connection to them. You would really like it.
Yeah.
It's really, really
Because
good.
it's weird kind of pseudoscience, parapsychology kind of thing. Like
Sweet.
you would really, really like it.
Yeah. I also got the platinum trophy for that.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Look at you.
I know.
Look at you, man.
Just to say, this recording is like pretty long. There's a pretty big distance between this recording and our last one of the podcast, so I
Yeah.
had a lot of time to play.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I crammed all this stuff in.
No, but still, like even over the course of a month and a half, I'm not gonna platinum trophy like anything.
Nope.
I think the only thing I will ever platinum trophy is I'm really gonna try on Persona 5 the Royal.
Yeah. I feel like that's gonna be a lot though, because all the trophies for the first one, I feel like that needed multiple playthroughs.
It did. But I feel like having played it before and knowing how the game works is going to be a great asset to it. Because playing through Persona 5, like, I don't know what the best way to raise my stats are.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do this or that. I don't know what's required for later characters to like get their social links. But now going into it and knowing it a bit, I think that's really going to help.
Yeah.
Especially knowing like what the dungeons are like. Although they're going to change a bit, but like having some notion of what the dungeons are like is going to help me get through them faster. So
And you have more time to run around town and do stuff.
exactly.
Yeah, because Morgana doesn't tell you to go to bed as much.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
good.
nice.
And I'll say this to anyone who hasn't played Persona 5, but you want to play the Royal. Get Kawakami's social link up as quick as possible, because she gives you the best ability when she hits max social rank. Yeah. Just
Who's that?
The teacher.
The teacher.
Yeah.
All right.
She is the best asset for.
I didn't even know that, and I picked her because I was like, I like you.
I did too. I mostly for me it was like I gotta know where
I'm
this
going
is
after
gonna
the
go.
doctor.
What?
I'm going after the doctor, but
I
I can take a side thing for the teacher.
Yeah, Ty.
Yeah.
Ty. Oh, she was a good choice too. She offers you a really good perk too. But like if you want to get
maximize your time.
Yeah.
It's the best way to maximize your time.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything about how that works out, but just trust me. Sorry, we got off track there.
That's fine. But other than that, this is my last thing. I've been playing Pokemon Sword again. Shiny farming.
It's okay. You're in a safe place.
Yeah.
I have like 180 hours in that game.
Oh my god! How did you have time to put 180 hours into Pokemon Sword, Platinum Control, and Platinum Dragon Ball Z Kakarot? Are you a dad? What are you doing? Where are you getting this time?
Well, I mean, I get to play it like in the morning before I get to go to work. I wake up really early. I'll play it a little bit, and if the little one's sleeping on me or something like that, I'll pick it up and I'll just play a little bit and just do my shiny farming.
Okay.
And since with Pokemon Home came out, I kind of just brought all those Pokemon over, and now I'm shiny farming for a
Alolan?
That's the word, Vulpix.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Not a very different color scheme. I think that instead of being like tinted blue, they're tinted like lavender.
Yeah, it's still pretty though.
Oh, it is pretty. But I also thought the original was just pretty, so that's fine. I have not tried shiny farming. I can't do it. It's so much work.
It is. It sucks.
Yeah.
I hate myself.
That's okay.
That's cool.
Okay.
It's cool.
That's how you should feel. I was trying to complete the Pokedex. I haven't done that yet. Have you done that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got the shiny charm, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay, because that's the only way to shiny farm is like get the shiny charm to make it easier.
Shiny charm to shiny farm.
I'm not talking about what I did originally.
Oh no.
Well, I wanted a shiny regular Vulpix before I continued on in the game. So you know what I did?
What'd you do?
I got a shiny Vulpix.
How?
It took way too long.
Oh, is that why you have 180 hours in the game?
Yeah, that's the major reason. That's actually from me shiny farming before.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know. It had to have been like 1,000 Vulpixes that I hatched.
Oh, the ratios on like shinies to normal eggs when you hatch is absolutely ridiculous. Lambo's just sitting here like,
nope.
Even with the shiny charm and the Matsuda method.
Yeah.
It's like a 3% chance.
Jeez.
Yeah, but that is like a 3 out of 100 eggs, and if you get if it's 3%, it should be 3 out of 100.
It's what is it? What they count 1 out of 512 or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already hatched like 400 eggs of the other Vulpix.
What do you do with them?
I got to release them.
Oh, you don't like Wonder Trade them or anything?
I don't have time for that. I'm shiny farming.
See, what you do is
it takes too much time.
See, what you do is you put them into Pokemon Home and you do the Wonder Trade there. You just throw like 10 of them in the box and just see what you get.
Oh, I could do that.
Yeah, right. See?
Thanks.
No problem, man. No problem. I've actually been doing that with all the stuff because I wasn't shiny breeding. I was breeding for stats like EV training and everything. And I had a bunch of like Joltex, Ralts's, and everything. And I just in Pokemon Home, I just throw them in the random box because Pokemon Home's nice. You can do Wonder Trading, but it's just like throw 10 of them in a box, turn the app off, and when you come back later, they've randomly traded.
Because like literally my boxes right now in Pokemon Sword, it's the 400 Pokemon because I like to have them just all laid out there, and then it's just Vulpixes.
I have to ask, do you have a living dex? Like, do you have one of every Pokemon?
Yes.
My God, you're insane.
I am.
Oh my God.
The look on your face.
Like this is Dr. Pants is also trying to do it, and she's trying to do it in Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
And like,
That's
I know,
intense.
right?
That's intense.
Insanity. Lambo, what have you been playing?
So nothing new. I think the newest thing I've been playing is
Zero the X Collection.
Zero X Collection. We started playing Darksiders Genesis.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
We did a couple of sessions on that. That's been a lot of fun.
We're like in chapter 5 or chapter 6.
Yeah,
yeah, that's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, so like any Diablo fans out there, it's just a little bit more of like a action based Diablo. That's been pretty good so far.
But some cool puzzles.
Yeah, and like the puzzle solving is way cooler.
Because you get that weird like Vorpal boomerang thing.
The Vorpal blade. Yeah.
And I got the Void Bomb, which just that opened up all kinds of weird.
Yeah,
crap.
and then like the last thing we did, we had to do this dumb puzzle where we had to use both at the same time.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you like get armor and stuff like that too?
No.
Okay.
So the only thing, so you're not getting actual like weapons and stuff in this one.
Mm-hmm.
You do unlock abilities. Like War keeps getting different attacks with the sword.
Mm-hmm.
For Strife, because he's a gun wielder, you get different guns and different ammo to equip.
Okay.
And then you get like the special abilities. Like as I said, Lambo's been playing as War, so he gets the Vorpal blade. Vorpal. And like you can target multiple things, and you throw it, and it's kind of like the Gale boomerang from Twilight Princess, where it'll go and hit each one.
Okay.
So you could like light things on fire.
Right.
If you start,
you start on something that's already lit on fire, and then it catches fire, and then takes it to all the other ones to light them. Strife gets the Void Bomb, which you throw it at certain like emblems, and it opens up a portal.
And then you can throw another portal somewhere else, like from Portal.
And then you start, and then you can jump through it, or you can. The one we had to do is we had to light something on fire, but it was out of reach, so I had to create a portal, and then he had to throw the Vorpal blade.
We had to throw the bomb through it first.
Yeah, I had to throw a normal bomb through it to attach something.
And then I threw the Vorpal thing through the
portal to ignite the bomb.
Now we're thinking of portals.
Yeah, it's a really cool game. It's been a lot of fun. It's also a little strategic. Like you have to work together.
That's awesome.
Yeah, some of the combat's been challenging.
Yeah, the boss fights have been cool.
Is it strictly just co-op, or can you play by yourself?
You can play by yourself.
Okay,
Yeah.
and the puzzles don't like change.
I'm sure they are the way they are, but you can switch between the characters.
You can
to
switch
do
all the
all
stuff. Like I think
okay.
it's just pressing like up or down on the D-pad.
Yeah, and then you you just instantly switch, and we can switch characters too.
Yeah,
when we're playing
we've just been
multiplayer.
sticking with our characters because
once you kind of know how to play one, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
So that's been good. I'm trying to. My goal is to beat Persona 5 before either of you guys beat Persona 5 the Royal. I've been going really slowly on it, but I'm that's my goal.
I mean,
I could probably do it.
You could probably do it because, as I told you, I was really into Persona 5, and it took me from the beginning of April 2017 to Thanksgiving Day 2017 to beat it.
I think I had 80 hours my first playthrough.
107.
I'm in the 50s right now, so I'm probably gonna ever so slightly overshoot 80. I think
you're gonna overshoot 100.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know where he's at.
He's in Futaba's palace. Yeah. You're gonna overshoot it, man. You're gonna hit over 100.
That's cool.
Yeah, you're like, because I don't think you're halfway.
Yeah. Oh jeez.
Pick up the pace, man.
I will. That's why I said my goal is to do that. And then otherwise, I've just been playing. I played through Kirby's Dream Course twice. And I picked up one of these.
What
so
is that?
This is the Pocket Go.
A Pocket.
So there's been this weird like resurgence of like retro gaming devices made like in China and stuff like that, and it's like half decent, and it looks really nice.
What does it play?
It plays everything up to PS1 games.
Oh, so it's all digital.
Yeah. And so I've been kind of playing.
What do you mean by everything up to PlayStation 1 games? Like everything?
Everything. So arcade games.
He has to put the games on there. It came preloaded with some, but he has to have the files, to play it.
Right, I understand that, but that's like a lot.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
But it came with like a 64-bit or gig card on it and stuff, and it came preloaded with a bunch of stuff.
Does it look good?
It looks beautiful. Actually,
it's kind of small, but
it's
like a Game Boy Advance.
Yeah. I'll throw on like Yoshi's Island real quick, and you can like give it a look.
The only problem that I noticed with it, and you mentioned it, was the D-pad.
D-pad feels a little funky.
Yeah, because the up and down on the D-pad, like it doesn't click.
Yeah,
but the left and right,
it's a little mushy. But
originally it was the left and right, which was
way worse.
So he changed.
I went into it and I moved it around.
I would just get rid of that if you can. Like that's
I don't think you can.
No, and apparently they've sent out, and if you ask for them, like some new rubber things for the buttons.
I would.
Yeah, so I might do that.
I don't know if you want to look at it.
But the look of it is beautiful. The screen's awesome, that kind of thing. So I've been playing some like retro games on there.
That's cool.
And it's just kind of an opportunity to just, because I have my Switch, and the fun part about it is I can just reach over and grab it. The battery's like a 10-hour battery on it too.
Oh,
that's the other fun thing about it. It took a while for it to run down the first time.
What? I really like Yoshi's Island. I just kind of want to play
And
Yoshi's Island.
I kind of like right now because even though I should be playing like, I should be excited for like Cyberpunk in a month, and I should be playing some other games that have come out by now. Like Final Fantasy was supposed to have come out already.
It was supposed to, but now it's pushed back to.
But I kind of like.
Oh
it
no,
now.
no, it was originally slated for the 20th of March.
That was the 3rd of March.
Was it? I thought it was. I thought it was coming out the same day as like Doom.
No,
and
because
everything.
KupoCon did their release parties last week already.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, at least the demo released.
Yeah. So there's something to play.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So.
I'm just.
Yeah.
It's just
okay,
like the
okay.
original launch date makes sense. That they're like, oh, let's just release the demo on the original launch date.
Oh
that-
yeah. Wow. Okay.
I bet that's why they did it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably why they did it.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I didn't think about that either.
Yeah.
No, but it gives me some time to just kind of finish some things. I also am playing through Xenoblade 2 and want to try to finish that up.
Yeah, good
Which,
luck
by the
with
way,
that.
is super hard.
What?
I don't know. I keep running through like I must be like going the wrong way to get to places because I just keep running into like impossible battles.
Well, there's also just the enemies who are really high level where if you draw them to you, oh yeah.
Well, there's this like spot I'm stuck in where there's like 2 like level 35 guys that I can totally take on, but then there's like 3 level 80 guys just kind of walking right around there, and it's in a tiny little spot.
Yeah, you're probably going the wrong way.
I don't know.
Because in all honesty,
the game it's hard to tell where you're supposed to go.
in all honesty, I thought Xenoblade 2 was easier than Xenoblade 1.
I don't know so far. Well, it's easy. It's easier than Chronicles X. So
That didn't take much. Chronicles X was hard.
Yeah.
I never beat it. Never beat it. Hoping they re-release that on the Switch.
maybe we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, we're on week number 60-some since they started rotating that picture of the one character on the Xenoblade Chronicles X subreddit.
Wow.
Every week, somebody posts the picture on the Xenoblade Chronicles X subreddit of the same character, but they just rotate it 5 degrees. And they are doing it every week until there's any news of Xenoblade Chronicles X like remake or 2. And it's been going on for like 60 weeks. It's been over a year, and they just do it every week.
Wow.
Yeah, it's dedication.
And the mods are totally cool with this.
Oh god, yeah. It's funny.
I'm sure.
So,
yeah.
But wow, that was a lot to talk about. We did a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
But again, we're a little late on this podcast. But last weekend was a little crazy. Cause,
Yeah, it's been crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
You've been doing a lot.
Yeah.
You've been doing a lot. Not video game related, just a lot of
No,
stuff.
just a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
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 But let us know what you guys have been playing. Make sure to, if you're watching this on YouTube, comment below. If you listen to this on the podcast, send us an email, hit us up on Twitter, on Facebook, whatever. And if you're not following us there, please do so. We're Nerdstrodamus everywhere except Twitter. We're Nerdstrodamus DL for down low. I honestly believe that is what it is anymore. I've forgotten the real reason.
It's Dr. Pants and Lambo.
Well, that makes sense, but I'm going to still say down low
Yep.
because it makes sense.
Do we have a TikTok?
Do we want a TikTok?
We'll start a TikTok this summer.
Oh, God. And don't forget to post all your giant robot love because it is March Madness! Woo! Because we at Nerdstrodamus love giant robots. I'll be posting stuff about a build I'm working on along with other random robot things. I know some of the other Nerdstrodamus crew are going to post some random stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We've got some cool stuff to post. And Lambo and I might share with each other some of our favorite giant robot things and record our first impressions. And I've got so many things I want to show you, but I'm wondering what'll get you the best, what'll get the best reaction out of you. So I don't know. But anyway, I think that's it for the month of March. And for Nerdstrodamus, I'm Dr. Pants.
Lambo.
Punk.
We will catch you all some other time in the future.